All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join us here tonight. I hear my lady in the background already. Baby,
Hi
you were
there,
speaking.
guys.
You got
Happy
excited, started speaking.
Halloween.
I'm going to let her take over the entire show. I'm going to retire and let my baby run this because she does a much better job than I do. And that's what I'm going to just
that's not
do. That's
go,
not
baby.
what.
That's
I
not
love
it.
you.
You go.
You know what, baby? I love you so much. Just like that John Legend song says, all your perfect imperfections, right?
All of me loves all of you.
Right. Right.
Like we have
right.
on the wall or on the shelf in our room.
Yeah, absolutely. Baby, the notification has just gone out, so it looks like we're rolling smoothly. Let me check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that is running properly, and it looks like it is. We've got 5 people here to start off. Thank you so much for being here.
Wonderful.
Please smash the thumbs up and share this out on your community tab. Share it out on social media. Share it out everywhere because tonight, my lady and I, for the next 60 to 90 minutes, depending on how many people show up, we're going to be sharing Halloween stories and at the same time answering any of your business or personal questions, any of your personal or professional questions you have regarding anything you may be struggling with that you need a little support on, or maybe a lot of support on to get your ass in gear. Is that the right way to put it, baby? Politely, that is.
Yeah.
Politely get your ass in gear.
Yeah, but I also, like I talked with you earlier, I also want to just talk about our favorite movies, our Halloween movies, traditions, what we did as kids. I think that would be just like a good throwback and to get people into the chat and hear what they did as children and what their favorite movies are. I grew up, I'm going to just start it off. I grew up, I loved Nightmare on Elm Street. That was my favorite.
Wow. Yeah, Holly's Hauntings and Happenings says, Happy Halloween. She became a channel member today. Thank you so much for that, moderator and channel member, Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Angie C. is in the house. Hi, you too. Love the cap. Well, thank you so much for that. Actually, my lady's actually, she's dressed. She is fucking hot right now. I mean, she is, she's stunning. And smoking hot. And, of course, we're not ready to dox her yet. So we're not even going to, we could show her body, but then the guys would get a little jealous. And then they would say, well, she may have a nice body, but what does her face look like, right? You know how these people would get, right, baby? Like you can show a hot, sexy body wearing a nice dress and they could say, well, you superimpose that through your green screen, Eli. Okay. Yeah. Like I really, like I really, really want to take the time to do that. I'm that insecure where I have to fabricate the way my woman looks through the power of a green screen.
You have no time to do that.
I have no desire to do that, baby. I just, live my life. That's just the way it goes. But I didn't have an orange shirt, but I have a bunch of beanies, and I got a bunch of beanies on special through REI and through Under Armour. This was when I got through REI. It's the North Face. It's just a beanie, and it's a Halloween colored beanie. So I said, hey, let's just try to get someone into the spirit. And baby, is the TV rolling smoothly in there? No issues.
No issues, and it looks beautiful, baby.
You like that background there?
Oh yeah, and you know me. I'm a Giants fan, so orange and black. That's what I bleed.
Those are Halloween colors. Those are Halloween
love
colors,
this
baby.
all the time. What?
Yeah, even the North Face logo is has a black background on it, and it looks great. So anyway, enough of the aesthetics and all that. Let's get down to business. What do you say, baby?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
My lady and I are going to share some Halloween stories here. from our past, from our youth. My lady will also share, you know, some of the Halloween type of, um, movies and other TV programs that she enjoyed. And in between that, feel free to get any other questions in the chat. This is not just a Halloween story sharing type of show, but we are also open to answering any other questions you have regarding your personal or professional lives. So please, and again, the more people that we get, the longer we'll stay on. Minimum 60 minutes, maximum 90
Mhm.
minutes. All right. And Holly says in the chat, baby, I have to say, since it's Halloween, of course, my favorite is Halloween. Wonderful, baby. You want to say hello to the ladies out there?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, give me a little Michael Myers. That's
Hmm.
wonderful.
Yeah, I guess the two most popular movies growing up, baby, were Friday the 13th and Halloween, right? It was Jason and Chucky, right? If I remember correctly.
No, Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street in our days.
In our days. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. If I remember correctly, that was with Jason.
Halloween was a little earlier because of um what's her name? Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
She did the original, I
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
came out in the 70s. So, but they just released a new one, which I heard was amazing that I want to watch.
Yeah, I'll be honest, and people are gonna probably be very surprised. As a little boy, I really, really didn't enjoy, the Halloween themed type movies because it was just too gory for me, and I knew it was all fake and fabricated. I think from a young age, baby, I just started to not really appreciate fake things. Kind of like nowadays, I don't appreciate
You
fake
don't
instigated drama.
like the fake instigated drama.
Right, right. I just can't stand anything fake. So, knowing that all of this, Halloween stuff, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, and any other, Halloween themed type of movies really didn't chap my hide. It really didn't,
Yeah.
do it for me because I just knew it was so fake. It would bore me. It's like, I want to see realistic stuff that I know, you know, could possibly happen. And I guess I was a little too smart for my own good growing up. But go ahead, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think like back in the day, that's what I enjoyed because I liked the fictional part of it to think
Yeah,
that it wasn't gonna happen.
right.
But now I love the true documentaries and watching how things happen in true life.
Yeah. Yeah. And Halloween was Chucky, if I remember correctly, right? Holly, Friday the 13th was
No,
Jason.
Halloween is Michael Myers.
Hang on a second.
You're crazy.
Oh, that was Child's Play. That was
Yeah,
Child's
like
Play. That was Child's Play. Yeah, I never honestly got into this genre of film. I never really did. Yes, I've seen some of the Friday the 13th, right? There were just too many of them. But I
oh,
never,
there's 100 of 'em.
I know. But I mean, you see one, you see them all. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. And unless you are really into the bloody, gory, kind of stuff, which I'm not, it just doesn't do it for me. I'm just being honest. Like, look, I love the spirit of Halloween. To me, is a little bit different. I'll
Oh,
share. I'll share
here
it for you. And go ahead.
no, I was just gonna state about the Amityville Horror and The Shining. Those are like great true horror movies. Like
Hmm.
when we're talking about Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, those are gores. The other ones, those are horror movies. Those scare you to the core.
Yeah. 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 I've always been more into action adventure type of movies. I've always liked movies like The Fugitive with Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones, U.S. Marshals, um, those types of films. Nonstop action from the beginning to end, and it's more realistic regarding something that could possibly happen. Instead of watching something that is completely fictional and would never
Well,
happen.
that's why, like, Amityville Horror, that's based on a true story. That's why I really like that one, you know? And, um, like the one I'm watching right now, um, it's real life. It's not being scripted at all. So, it's like you can't script paranormal stuff, um and that's why I like it so much.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if it's more realistic or based on a true story like that paranormal stuff, Holly's hauntings and happenings. I want to learn a lot more about paranormal stuff from you because you used to be called Paranormal Mom, and I still think you do some of that kind of stuff, or you will be doing some kind of that stuff. Um,
I would
on your
love to
channel.
collab with you on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
because I
Let's
am
see.
very much into that.
Yeah, Holly says Silence of the Lambs is a newer one I love. Yeah, that was back in the like
Oh,
late 80s, early 90s. And I was working at the movie theater in those days when that movie came out. Yeah, that's a
yeah,
legendary
and that's a
movie.
true horror movie. Like, seriously scary.
Yeah, that
And
that was
it's not like a Jason or a Freddy.
no,
It gets into your mind.
that was well done. That was a very, very popular movie during that time. Let's
Mhm.
see here.
Mm.
West Coast 26 Pinoy says, Eli, you ever seen American Horror Story? No, I haven't. I was saying I'm not really into the
I
fictional
have. I
horror stuff.
love that series. I've never I shouldn't say I've never I haven't watched the last 3 seasons, but I absolutely love American Horror Story
Hmm.
and just what it is, just the crazy stories that come out from there. So, and it's not always like gore, sometimes it's like really like you just got to think about it.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, that's why I like that. Thank you, West Coast, for bringing that up.
Right. Also, to remind everyone, outside of talking about Halloween stuff,
Ooh. Mhm.
we are taking your business and personal questions regarding anything that you need help with. So if you have, a question regarding something you're struggling to accomplish, or you just need a little push to, finally get things going in something that you've already started working on, feel free to ask those questions in the chat and we'll get to them in the middle of the show. Let's continue on with the chat, baby. Pablo says, I was never a too big of a horror guy. Yeah, exactly. Like to me, it's just, I've always been a more realistic type of guy. I just never ever got into stuff that's just phony and fabricated. And maybe I'm a little jaded because of that. Maybe that's why I don't like the fake instigated drama stuff. I don't know. What are your thoughts, baby?
No, I think that's exactly what it is. You would prefer to watch the actual real life shows that are out there. Um, but I want to go back up to Holly's
Okay.
comment about Orphan. I have that on my playlist and I'm waiting to watch that. Is that really good? Because like, I've been really wanting to watch that, but I've been scared.
Yeah, what is AMHS, baby? On like Netflix. That's what West Coast 26 Pinoy has just stated at the bottom of the
Amer
chat. You're not going to see it yet.
American Horror Story.
Oh, American Horror Story. Okay. Okay. Yeah, do these as a lady baby, do these types of films elevate and lower your emotions? Do they spin your emotions into a roller coaster and it keeps you engaged? Is it something that just does it for you? Like, explain to me, what do you get out of it?
Well, okay, so you know what? When I was younger, I really enjoyed these like horror films. Now I enjoy more of those deep, dark, ones that you have to get into, like Silence of the Lambs and stuff like that. Uh, but also, crap, what was I gonna say?
What were you
Balls.
going to say?
Forgot. Yeah, I was gonna finish that up with something really good and I just spaced it. Give me a
Hmm.
second.
Holly says, "Oh my God, girl, don't watch it really late in the dark. I won't spoil it for you." Oh, okay, okay. You have Netflix, Holly, and all those streaming
Oh,
services. My lady has them all. Oh,
yeah,
she has them
and
all.
Holly, I agree. Evan Peters is just Evan Peters for president. That's what I have to say.
Okay. Hey is not a block word. That's not the reason why that account was blocked. That account was blocked because that person's name is blocked. And Nightbot also checks usernames too against the block word list. So yeah, it's not a big deal, and that's not really him. That's I've already looked at the account. That's a fake. So anyway, go ahead, baby.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about because of the delay.
Somebody came in and said hey, and Nightbot timed them out for using the blocked word. They didn't get timed out for the word hey. They got timed out for their name, their YouTube username, which is also checked against the Nightbot banned word list or blocked word list. So just clearing it up for
Yeah,
people
like
that don't
I just
understand.
got that one, baby. I just got that one message that Holly said, "Oh my God, girl, don't watch it." So that's how far behind I am.
Well, it's a 1 minute delay, baby, from what
Yeah.
goes out here to what goes. See, you're on live with me, but what you see on the screen is delayed a minute in case we have to dump the delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a very interesting mood tonight, huh, baby?
Well, it's Halloween.
Oh, that's why.
Mm.
Is that what it is? Have the demons gotten into
Yeah.
your spirit or something, or what?
I wouldn't say demons, but maybe witches.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, it's 8:06 p.m. We've got less than 4 hours to go, and then you'll be back to normal again, right at midnight. At the stroke of midnight, you'll be back.
Yeah.
You'll be back to normal, huh?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good because I have to sleep with you tonight, and I don't want there to be like a Lorena Bobbitt in my bedroom unknowingly. Okay, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying,
well, sweetheart, that's not the case here at all. Like, that wouldn't be it at all.
baby? You'd be doing
The
yourself a
way I'm
massive
dressed,
baby. You'd be doing yourself a massive disservice, and I emphasize massive disservice. Go ahead,
massive. And the way I'm
massive.
dressed, do you think I would want to do that?
Absolutely not. You have other things in mind for later tonight.
Mm,
It's all good. It's all good,
yes,
baby.
I do.
Yeah. So, folks, please get any other questions, comments, or concerns in the chat. It can be about your favorite Halloween story. It can be anything that you're struggling with. We are, running a channel here based on life principles. We're here to help people get the best possible grips on their lives, so that way you can all accomplish whatever it is that your hearts desire. yeah, we're going to do these fun shows every now and then, but we're going to also incorporate them into what we're actually here for. But everyone needs a little fun every now and then, right, baby? Everyone needs a little fun every now and
Absolutely.
then.
That's,
Yeah.
it's Halloween. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, no, we're having fun. We're definitely having some fun. Um, so, baby, you mind if I'll share a quick Halloween story. I think I shared this years ago on my former channel, maybe when I first came back after shutting down my original YouTube channel many years ago, and which is now known as the Coach Eli Elias Melas channel, our other monetized channel at youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. I think I may have shared this story in the past, but what's that, baby? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just get on to the story, babe.
Are you telling me like I'm leading into it too long? I can't amp it up?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're in one of those moods tonight, and part of running a
Yeah,
show.
Holly, you're right. You're right. We get a little saucy on Halloween.
Well,
Cause
I
like
don't
we
have to.
said, we don't get to we get to be somebody else tonight.
Well, yeah, you can be whoever you want to be, but so can I. And when I run shows, I like to lead into things as part of my marketing strategy. You want to keep people on the seat of their pants so they can stick around longer, and you just want to get right to the point, and that way everyone leaves. Like, you get to the point and you don't lead into something on YouTube, people just leave, right? I'm sorry, baby. I know, baby, you are so intuitive. Like, you already know what I'm going to say. You just want me to get to the point, but other people don't. So anyway, are you still there?
Mm-hmm.
So my favorite, I wouldn't even say it's a Halloween story. Maybe it can be considered one. It was a Halloween experience. I've talked about this guy, my former best friend, Brett, who I knew for a while. And, we were very close. We met in high school, and we were very close in high school. And we were very close. We were friends for about 18 years, and we were very close for most of those years. Um, you know, um, his girlfriend, his high school sweetheart, set me up with my high school sweetheart because I went to an all boys school and they went to a neighboring high school, Hillsdale High School, that was co-ed. And my friend Brett and his woman, once you get to a certain age, you stop trick or treating. But by the time you're like 13 or 14, you
Yeah.
don't like you don't. Yeah, what?
No, I was saying by 13 or 14, you really it it's not as fun anymore. And you just want to
Well,
go out there and just smash pumpkins.
oh yeah, yeah. Guys like to smash everything, and at that age, including women. And when I say smash women, I mean like intimately, romantically, right? That's what they call it nowadays. They call it smashing, baby. It's pretty ridiculous, right?
Oh my goodness, baby.
Baby, you're not. I don't understand what's going on with you tonight. You're just. Are you like in a different world, or like?
No, what's wrong with me? What am I
Oh,
doing
okay.
so wrong?
You're just not
Hi,
responding to me.
Sandra.
You're not reacting to me the way you usually do. It's just kind of throwing me off a little bit, but that's okay. It is what it is. So here's what happened. Brett and his girlfriend were 18, and my girlfriend and I were a year younger, 17. And Brett calls me up and says, my high school sweetheart was Nina, and his woman's name was Tiffany, and he goes, hey, dude, do you and Nina want to come with Tiffany and I and go trick or treating? I go, are you fucking kidding me? No, seriously, dude. My lady wants to go trick or treating. I'm like, we're too old for that shit, dude. You guys are 18, we're 17. Well, dude, I think it would be fun. We go out there and dress up, and we could, try to act like little kids and use, the tones of voices from little kids and go up to people's homes and say, trick or treat. And so, I really didn't want to do it, right? And I had to tell my girlfriend, my high school sweetheart, Nina, about it because I knew Tiffany, Brett's girlfriend, who was her friend, was going to call her, right? So I'm telling her, and I said, I don't really want to do. Oh, that sounds like fun. Let's go. I'm like, all right. And so we all dressed up and we went trick or treating, and we went door to door, and people were just laughing along with us, and they gave us extra candy. Like they gave us a shit ton of candy just because we were older, and they knew we were probably a little more responsible. Well, not really, because we went home and ate the candy that night anyway. But yeah, no, we went around and we were trying to act like really young. Trick or treat, hi, trick or treat. You guys are too old to trick or treat. No. We just want to. It was just one of those experiences. But baby, I don't hear you.
Yes, I'm here. I muted you for a second.
Why is that?
Well, because I wanted to listen without having any distractions on your end over here.
Oh,
You
okay.
know? So, yeah, that's kind of, I don't know when I stopped. I think I stopped when I was like 12 trick or treating. You
Yeah,
know?
I think when I was about 12 was the last year I went trick or treating until my, revisiting of it was when I was 17 because my friend Brett and his woman wanted to do it, and then my woman wanted to do it, and I really didn't want to do it. I thought it was just stupid and we would get laughed at, but
See,
honestly,
in my day, not that like, I condone this, but like at that age, I wouldn't be wanting to go trick or treating. I'd want to go to a freaking party and get drunk.
well, baby, at 18 and 17, it's under the legal drinking
That's what
age.
they're thinking. No, but that's what at 18 and 17, that's what you should be
Yeah,
thinking about versus
well,
stealing candy from your neighbors. That's
oh,
all I'm saying.
baby, at age 18, look, everyone has had a drink underage, and whoever doesn't admit that is lying. Everybody's done it, but honestly, I think it's much safer at age 18 and 17 to go trick or treating and try to just have a little fun as you get older, than going to a party and drinking underage and drinking
Well,
irresponsibly. I
absolutely.
don't condone that. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Sweetheart, I'm just saying it's just not normal for that behavior because when you think about normal 18-year-olds, that's what they're normally going out to do. They're not going out to go trick or treating to get Snickers and Reese's. They're like usually going out to get moonshine and something else.
Yeah, I would have rather just gone to the beach with my lady and get a couple Duraflame fire logs. We used to do that a lot back in those days, and I think now um, they really don't allow it anymore. I mean, you can kind of get away with it depending on when you go, but back in those days, you could go get a couple Duraflame fire logs and go to the beach 9 or 10 o'clock at night, find a spot and light the fire and just sit there under the moonlight and make out and do other things and make it a romantic night. I would have rather done that even at that age than go trick or treating at age 17 or 18. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, there are many other things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you for that, Holly. I will have to finish that documentary because
Hey,
I was enjoying that and I paused it because I didn't want to sleep through it.
yeah, and Alex the beer master is in the house. Hey, Alex, he says happy Halloween, Eli. I appreciate you. My lady's here too. Alex, say
Yeah.
hello to my
Hey,
my lady.
Alex.
Hello, Alex.
Hey,
Holly's
Alex,
haunties.
how do you like? How do you like the New Belgium Voodoo Ranger? Curious, Beer Master.
Mm. Yeah, that's your favorite. Okay. Holly's
And
Hauntings and
I love the
Happenings.
Juice Force.
Uh-huh. That's great. um, Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. By the way, RPM or RMP. It's all right. Same thing. Respectfully,
You're
maturely, and
dyslexic
professionally.
tonight.
Well, no, she wrote RPM.
Oh,
And because I used to say respectfully, professionally, and maturely. And when you made that shirt, you put
yeah.
respectfully, maturely, and professionally in a different order to change it up. So people
Yeah,
are just
because I
used.
wasn't going to take anybody's copyright or anything. I took my
There
own.
is no, there is no copyright on that,
Well,
babe.
not,
That's
but
a
you know
general
what I
phrase.
mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
No, I know you. It was something I've been saying, and you wanted to change it up a little bit and make it your own. No problem. People are used to me saying respectfully, professionally, and maturely, so they say RPM instead of RMP, which is your name. It's not a big deal. But Holly says, I finished that Marilyn Monroe doc. It was good. Oh, okay. Sandra Palacio says, hey, Fizz, how goes it? Red Pill Fizzin, which is AKA West Coast 26 Pinoy. Um, Alex the Beer Master says, I haven't heard that yet from Eli's girlfriend, hoping to one day have it, and I'll let you know. Yeah. Yeah. Um, it's called what? It's called Juice Force.
It's from New Belgium. It's Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA.
Yeah, I've tried it before too. It's pretty good actually. I typically don't drink regular beer because it's just too filling for me, too many calories. But it's not. It's a pretty decent beer actually, in my opinion.
And it's
And I don't. I
9.5%.
yeah, yeah. It's 9.5% alcohol, which it's a higher content alcohol for beer, but it's beer. I mean, you have
But
one, you're
that's
gonna
what
be
I do
okay.
normally.
Yeah.
Like I don't like I don't do like Pabst or Coors Light. That's just garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is what I do.
Well, okay. Okay. Fantastic.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Um, okay. Alex says, I've had the
Oh,
series, but I haven't had the one
mhm.
that you're talking about. Okay, so you've had other Voodoo
Yes,
Ranger beers.
this is the latest one that New Belgium has put out.
Hmm.
But it came out probably about a year ago, I would say.
Okay. Sandra says, I don't like IPAs. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, everyone has a different.
You, you
Go
know,
ahead.
Sandra, I don't like West Coast IPAs, but I like East Coast because they tend to be a little bit more fruity and have, that fruit in them. They're not as
Hmm.
bitter as the West Coast ones.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's everyone has a different preference. And yeah, no, IPAs, it depends on which one it is and the flavor. Um, I'm not really a big alcohol drinker. I do like my wine every now and then, and I like the cheap stuff like White Zinfandel, which is a foo-foo, more feminine type of drink. It's just it tastes good and it just relaxes me, and I typically will drink that when I go on a little getaway trip with my lady. You
Well, we
notice
got
that,
that pomegranate from Casa de Fruta,
yeah.
and you enjoyed that, right?
The wine, it was okay. That wasn't. No, that was raspberry. That wasn't. That was
Oh, was it
raspberry.
raspberry, not
Yeah.
pomegranate? Okay.
No, that would have probably been better. The raspberry wine, I thought it was a little too bitter. It wasn't that good in my opinion. Um, I like more of a sweet wine that is not bitter. I'm not a big fan on bitter shit. I'm just not. And a lot of
Well,
beer
yeah, and that's
is
why I don't
bitter
like West Coast shit.
because it's too bitter. Like I'll tell you this,
Yeah.
what's that beer that's the most bitter beer I've ever had is Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I believe it's made in San
Oh,
Francisco.
San Francisco.
Not Sierra Nevada. Anchor Steam. Anchor
No,
Steam.
Anchor Steam. Yes.
Anchor Steam is bitter beer.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had Anchor Steam, baby?
Oh, I don't drink it. My dad used to, but I don't drink it.
Yeah, Anchor. Sierra Nevada. I can't remember. I don't think they are in San Francisco. I think they're in the Sierra Nevadas, if I remember correctly. But Anchor Steam is actually brewed in San Francisco. That's where it was founded, and that's just we used to sell it at Costco when I worked there back in the '90s, and a lot of people liked it. I just I tried it one time, and I'm like, oh no, no, no.
No.
No, I would just have my cheap ass MGD Miller Genuine Draft or MGD Light or Miller Light,
Yeah.
and that just an easy, decent, regular tasting beer, and that would do it for me. I hate beer taste, says Holly. Yeah, I mean,
Can I?
go ahead.
No, I was going to tell you guys a funny story. I don't know if anybody knows this, but the beer denogonizer that's out there, I don't know if anybody knows what that means, but the reason that they named it that is because when they were brewing their beer, the head on the beer was so much. And so they did like it was a denogonizer. They were constantly cutting the head off of the beer.
Oh wow, baby,
So
interesting.
that's why they named it denogonizer because they constantly had to keep taking the head off of that beer until it got right, and that's why they named it that.
All right, I know where I'm going to take you because I bet you they have many different flavors that actually taste good. I didn't even realize this,
But,
baby. Sierra Nevada
uh-huh.
Pale Ale. Sierra Nevada Brewing Company was established in 1979 by home brewers Ken Grossman and Paul Camusi in Chico, California, which is
Mhm.
about three hours from where we're at, 2.5 to 3 hours. It's north of Sacramento on
Yeah.
I-5, off of I-5, and yeah, I'm looking at they have a Chico tap room. There's no longer a need to make reservations. We have returned to walk-in business. Additional information: brewery tours, brew house bar, and gift shop. That would be something that we can go visit at some point. I think that'd be really, really cool. And then we could basically get
Well,
a hotel and
sweetheart,
then take an Uber.
no, and I mean, they've got tons of those things out there in Sacramento that I would love to go to. And I'm sorry, Angela C, are you saying Tito's for me? Are you talking about vodka? Like, that's
Tito's,
funny.
Tito's
Yeah,
vodka.
Tito's.
I've
Tito's
never heard of
vodka.
Tito's vodka. You have.
Are you
Anyway,
kidding
babies.
me? Tito's vodka is like one of the most popular vodkas other than Smirnoff.
Really?
Yeah,
It all started in Austin, Texas in the mid 90s.
Austin, Texas.
Wow. Okay.
No, Tito's is my home vodka. When I have vodka at the house, it's Tito's for me.
Oh my gosh, look at this. They have recipes. You can make pumpkin pie martini, toasted pecan
Mhm.
infusion, Tito's spice cider mule, cran orange infusion. Wow. They've Oh, it might be something to check out. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I
Cool.
agree, Holly. I don't know how they got a blue ribbon. They should have gotten just 86th out of the whole competition.
Oh, yeah. 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 Anyway, let's see, where are we at? We're at 40 minutes. We're going to take a break in about 5 minutes and then come back and go another 30 minutes or so, baby. I think we're still good. It's only like 8:28 Pacific time.
All right.
Actually, we can even take a break right now. Why don't we just do that? Let's take a break right now. And folks,
Okay.
while we're on break, feel free to ask any other questions outside of Halloween. You can keep it Halloween. You can ask any other questions
Halloweeny?
regarding, Halloweeny, or you can ask any other, personal or professional questions, regarding anything that you may need assistance with or help with, or need a little friendly nudge to keep pushing forward. Please, get those questions in the chat. The more questions we have, the longer we'll stay on. I mean, we're willing to stay on up until about 90 minutes, but if we get back and there aren't that many questions, we'll probably wrap it up, within 10 to 15 minutes. So you want to keep us on a little longer, get more questions in there. All right, baby. Any final thoughts before we go to the break?
No, I was just going to ask Angela. So, with your Tito's, how do you drink that? Is it, do you do Cosmos? What do you do with it? I'm curious on how you mix that. And Sandra, you like your tequila. What kind of tequila do you like?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else, baby?
Well, no, I mean, they're just talking my language. You know that because this is my industry of work.
Yeah, you used to do that. You're not going to still tell people where you did it at, maybe later on down the road, but yeah, you used to do it for a living, and it was a cool job that you had. All right,
Gave me great knowledge.
Absolutely, and I've learned a lot from you too. It's been very interesting. All right, baby, I'm going to go ahead and place you backstage, and
Okay.
just give me a minute or so. I'll come get you, and then we'll be back, folks, in just a few. All right, baby, backstage you go. Say bye for now.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. All right, folks. Music is all queued up. We're going to step away for an 8 or 9 minute break. When we return, we're going to start answering more of your personal and professional questions regarding anything you may need help with. So get those questions in the chat. The more questions we have, the longer we'll stay on. So stick around. Round. We'll be right back. we're back. We're back. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Oh, yeah. Happy Halloween. Hope you're all having a great one, a safe and sane one. And I want you to all start to feel it. I want you to feel it. Feel it. Feel real good. That's what it's all about over here in Coach Eli's neck of the woods and his lady's neck of the woods, too. Yeah, feel good. It's all about positivity. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli and his wonderful, beautiful, amazing lady. She looks hot tonight. Don't you wish you could see her? Yeah, live here on Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams, the most positive place on the internet. Tonight, we're wishing you all a happy Halloween, and we're also taking your questions. So if you have any questions regarding, your business or personal lives, please get them in the chat right now, and my lady and I will address them throughout the rest of the show. Before we get back to things, we'd like to remind you all that what my lady and I do out here and in our coaching business is primarily funded through crowdfunding and your donations. So, if you feel it in your heart and soul that you're getting great value from our content, please consider donating based on the value you feel you are receiving. There are many ways you can do that. One, you can go down the bottom of the chat and click on that $ while we're here live and send a super chat or super sticker. When the live stream replay goes to a replay or on any other live stream replay or pre-recorded video on a monetized channel like ours, you can click the heart that says thanks on it. That's called the super thanks, and you can donate while making a comment. You can also donate via Cash App or PayPal. Nightbot's been sharing our Cash App and PayPal links every 7 minutes in the chat. Or on PayPal, just go to paypal.me/Coach Eli. And on Cash App, you can go to $the real Coach Eli. And as always, donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. All right. Let's bring back the lady of every hour, baby. Welcome back to the show, baby.
Hey there.
Baby, I'm going to give you a big round of applause to start off the second half of the show.
Well, thank you.
I love you so much. And, baby, I know you and I have our moments, and we have many of them. But the reason why you and I have so many moments is because we have so much love for each other, and we are like an exact replica of each other. You're like the female version of me. I'm the male version of you. And wow, it gets pretty interesting, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything you want to add to that, baby?
No, baby, we just literally, I can't believe how we finish each other's sentences, thoughts. You know exactly what I need in my life, like if I'm just out there on the couch, you know exactly what to do for me. And I know exactly what to do for you. When you need
baby,
it.
you got what
I need.
But you say he's just a friend.
Just a friend. And you say he's just a friend.
Yeah. Oh, man, baby. Happy Halloween, baby. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
You do look absolutely stunning tonight. And, I know you wanted to show yourself off on the screen, but we know it's not the right time to do that yet. We're going to be revealing you at some point, probably early on in the new year. And at that point, it's going to be a game changer because, I think people, once they see you, they're going to love you even more than they already do. They're just going to see how much you radiate. With your happiness and the way you carry yourself. Sure, you have your moments like I do, but you've just got something within yourself that's very rare and very hard to find. And I just wanted to share that publicly, that I really appreciate that. And I
Thank
can't hear
you.
a word. Oh, there you go. You must have been muted for a
Yeah,
second.
no, I'm trying to read right now, and my eyeballs are not very well.
Well, how about I read the chat, and that way we go over it instead? Because, you're getting the
Thank
chat
you.
a minute later. And, anyway, let's see here. Let's see. Holly says, my first taste was Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Don't ask me how they got a
But
blue ribbon. Now, I think you mentioned that earlier. My dad used to like that beer. That's some cheap ass beer, and it's not good. It's a poor man's beer. And I understand some people are on a budget. I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm just saying Pabst is a poor man's beer. And my dad was not a poor man, but he would drink a poor man's beer because he actually liked Pabst. And he also liked Bergie Light. Oh my God.
and he liked Coors Light.
That too. But Coors Light, I kind of drank some Coors Light for a little while. Coors Light, the silver bullet, right, baby? The silver bullet. Remember that? Yeah. But now, as I've gotten older, I appreciate more of a quality beer or, more quality stuff, with the exception of my wine. I mean, I like the cheapest wine because I think it just tastes good. The White Zinfandel. It's like, what, $10 for a bottle? Maybe 15 at the most.
No, it's $5.99.
It's even cheaper than that, depending on which one you get. And then you can even get those that 4-pack of little plastic bottles of what is that? Franzia or something? I can't remember who makes that.
Sutter Home.
Right. Now, baby, do you remember the boxed wine? That was Franzia, right? The boxed wine where you put it. Yeah, you put that at the top of your fridge, and then you just have the little, like, it's a little keg of wine, and you just open up your fridge, get a glass, and pour, right?
That's, it's so funny that you say that, because that's what a lot of the older people I took care of when I was doing caretaking, that's what they liked. They enjoyed that. The boxed wine.
Yeah, we sold a lot of Franzia when I used to work at Costco in the early to mid 90s. So, yeah.
Or Carlo Rossi.
Carlo Rossi, top of the line wine, Carlo Rossi.
The big jugs. That's what a lot of old people will drink too.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused. What's that question? Holly, what's the need of the show with the lady medium and the guy used to be a cop? What is that question? I don't understand that. What are you asking, Sandra?
Anyway, real quick, I believe it was our local famous rapper E40 that sang that song, Top of the Line Wine, Carlo Rossi. And you know what, baby? Carlo Rossi is absolutely the cheapest ass wine you can get in that big glass bottle. Remember that, baby? And
no, I had to do that with all the old guys I took care of. Thank you, Scotty.
Hey, Scotty, we'll get to you in a sec. Oh, Scotty, thank you for the $20 super chat. Happy Halloween. Thank you. Big round of applause to Scotty. Big round of applause. And Scotty, when you get yourself monetized, you know that's coming back.
Yeah,
Let's get you monetized. And I know you got some other breaking news you're going to be sharing very soon. We're not going to spoil it for anyone, but we're so proud of you. Thank you so much, Scotty. But real quick, we'll get back to you in a second.
Love you, but baby, Scotty.
We love you. Thank you. And it's look at that. The super chat is orange too. Maybe that's why she chose the $20 one, because it's the orange background for Halloween. Wow, that's great. That is fantastic. But anyway, what was I going to say here? My grandpa, my dad's dad, God rest both their souls. My dad's dad loved Carlo Rossi, right?
Carlo Rossi, yeah.
Carlo Rossi, right? And whenever we would go to have a family dinner, at my grandpa's place. Um, my grandpa and grandma used to live. Remember that house I showed you earlier on Zillow, the one that my aunt
Yeah.
is renting out?
Yeah.
That used to be where my grandma and grandpa. That was the first house they bought in the early 70s for like $26,000. And now it's a part of my aunt's estate, and she's done updates, and my God, I just got to say,
Yeah.
one hell of a fucking investment, right? But my grandpa, they came here from my dad, my grandpa and grandma, and my aunt and my mother. They came here from Greece, and my grandpa used to work at a bakery. He was like a head baker. He was damn good. And he made decent money doing that, bought the house, and his favorite wine was Carlo Rossi. Whenever we would go over to his house for a family dinner, he'd be, Carlo Rossi. He would say in Greek to my grandma, get me some Carlo Rossi from the fridge, right? The big glass. It was like a gallon of wine or something, baby. It was like one of those big glass bottles,
Oh,
right?
it's a jug. It's a
It's a
jug
jug.
of wine. Yeah.
It's a jug, right. Now, those jugs typically weren't made for wine. They were made for like moonshine or something like that, huh? They were made for more
I
of
have
like
no idea, man. I have no idea.
but baby, I'm looking online right now at the big bottle of Carlo Rossi. In this day and age of inflation, it's still a cheap ass wine. It's
It's
$11
like
and 99
$11.
cents. 12
What?
$12, $11.99.
Yeah. I was just say 11 bucks.
Yeah, and then E40 made a song on it. What up, fool? I got like about $3 on the Rossi. Yeah, it used to be like remember
Do
$2
you
Chuck?
know? Oh yeah, I know about $2 Chuck, but do you know that E40
Yeah.
has capitalized the alcohol market?
Wow, really?
He has tequila, El Cuenta. I know I'm not saying it right because I'm not Mexican, but it's basically 40. Um, and he has other wines that he has distributed out.
Yeah, that song, baby. I'm not gonna
And
rap. Go ahead.
he also did the Slurricane.
Wow. Well, these lyrics, baby, back then. I mean, in 1993, it was still during the time where a lot of this stuff was censored and stuff. Nowadays, it's a different story. But the lyrics went top of the line wine, Carlo Rossi wine. It drinks it all the time. It's extra satisfying. 3 or 4 times a day, you can catch me driving back and forth to the liquor store buying jugs and jugs of that shit because I'm addicted with no denying. Pervin, swerving, running into all the fucking curb. And if I get one more DUI, then it's all curtains.
See, and that's why I just listened to Snoop Dogg my whole life.
He's like, it's like gin and tonic when it's time to get erotic. $5.99 for a big ass bottle of Rossi wine. Well, the price has doubled, but it's still cheap. In 1993, Carlo Rossi was $6, and during my grandpa's days, it was like $3. And in this modern day of inflation, even after all the inflation the past year or so, Carlo Rossi is still only $11.99. Carlo Rossi.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, Sandra, we were talking about paranormal shows, and the one I'm watching right now is amazing. It's I don't even know if I can get into it right now, but I think it's like 28 days.
Uh-huh.
It's on Netflix. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, while you're looking
What?
at that, baby, I'll figure out where we left off in the chat here.
Yeah, yeah, no, I want to let these people know about this because it's actually very interesting. Okay, no, I need to.
Okay. Let's see here. People are just talking about their many various, favorite types of liquor. Let's see.
Liquor.
Sandra
So I brought
Palacio. Go ahead.
over, I didn't tell everybody, I brought over a banana flavored whiskey.
Mm.
That's something new to try. Okay, so it's called 28 Days Haunted. And these are all like paranormal people that go into this house
Hmm.
and they stay there for 28 days in the rooms and they try to figure out what happened in that house. So it's actually really, I'm on episode 2. I'm like so into it right now.
So into it that we almost canceled the show tonight so you can keep on watching it.
I know.
I even asked you if you wanted to cancel the show because at this point, I love my woman so much, and it's not that I'm just trying to give in to everything that she asks for. It's just that if I can keep my woman happy, I can keep my sanity. That's the bottom line.
Happy wife, happy life.
Amen. Whether as guys like it or not, that's just the way it goes. Women are emotional beings; they respond to everything emotionally first, based on how they're feeling in the present moment. That's just the way it goes. And if you don't understand that, then you're going to be a very lonely man. And I would rather not be a lonely man.
Absolutely.
I would rather not be a lonely man, baby. I like snuggling with you at night. It's nice.
Oh,
You
last
know.
night was so magical.
Oh, we don't have to share everything with them, baby, do we?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we can if you want. I have no shame. I'm just saying you're the lady. I'm trying to be respectful.
It was just magical, like just like laying there with you. I mean, we had other
Hmm.
moments, but still,
Sure,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying.
I'm kind of craving some top of the line wine Carlo Rossi right now. My screen is kind of jittering for
Ah,
a second.
you're
Here we go.
cute.
Here we go. Now we're back to normal. Yeah, some top of the line wine Carlo Rossi. That's cheap ass wine. Anyway, let's continue here, baby. We are at 1 hour and 9 minutes. Thank you again, Scotty, for the $20 super chat. Happy Halloween to
Oh,
you as well
Scotty,
and your
you're
family.
amazing.
Scotty, I really would love to do some shows with you. I really
Yes,
think
me too.
I really think, and we can get my lady involved when possible, but I really think that you and I, Scotty, can really do some good shows to really help people better their lives. The thing, Scotty, when I first came across you, obviously I found out about you through another community that we're not discussing anymore, obviously. And now you have seen more and you understand it at the same level I do and my lady does. But I always saw you, Scotty, as the voice of reason, the voice of reasoning. And, you know, what was her channel name before you went to Scotty Unchained? Um, it was Scotty. It was. I forgot what was your channel name. It was an awesome channel name, and I really liked that even better than Scotty Unchained because you were like so reasonable. Yet at that point, you didn't know what I already knew. The people you were dealing with are very unreasonable on purpose because that's their content, right? And it didn't matter, again, how reasonable you were. It just didn't matter. And that's what frustrates people that deal with people like that. Some people you just can't reason with no matter how reasonable you try to be, right, baby? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, babe. Like, yeah, there's some people you can't reason with.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
just you can't get through to them.
Yeah. So, um, let's see. Ghost Hunters was great when Jason and Grant were together, says Holly. Um, let's see. Scotty wished happy Halloween before she sent a super chat. Thank you again, Scotty, for that. Sandra, Holly, what's the need? Sorry, maybe you meant to say name, it was typo. What's the name of the show with the lady medium and the guy who used to be a cop? Um, Holly says, I know what you mean, Sandra, but I cannot think of the name. Baby, do you know the name of the show with the lady medium and the guy who used to be a cop?
I think it's called Medium.
Medium?
I think it's like Patricia Arquette.
Patricia Arquette, Sophia Vasilieva, David Cubitt. Medium is an American supernatural drama television series created by Glenn Gordon Caron that originally aired on NBC for 5 seasons. Yeah, so housewife and mother Allison DuBois uses her psychic visions about dead people and the violence surrounding them to work as a part-time consultant with the local district attorney's office. Her husband, Joe, a service engineer, goes from being a skeptic to a bemused believer as Allison's gifts help solve crimes across the country. Was that the one there?
Well,
Maybe
that's the one I'm thinking of, but I don't know if that's what Holly is thinking of, because she's saying it's black and white, but it's a good show.
Okay. Let's see here. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Boone's Farm Apple says Sandra Palacio. I don't know what that meant. Boone's Farm Apple. My favorite wine is champagne, says Scotty. What kind? Corbel is one of my favorites. And Corbel, actually, baby, I think I've told you this before. They are in a town called, their corporate headquarters is in a town called Guerneville, which is in Sonoma County. It is north of Novato and what's that other city north of Novato? I'm forgetting about. No, Vallejo's on the other side. Vallejo is technically part of the North Bay, but it's actually right on the border of the East Bay, right along, Interstate 80 and Highway 37. But Guerneville is a little further north from Novato. It's about maybe 45 minutes northwest. And I've actually been out there, and it is a beautiful, just beautiful, beautiful place. Just amazing. And so ever since I went there, I got on their mailing list, and I get all this Corbel stuff, which is pretty cool. But Corbel, I mean, it's not the most expensive. They do have some higher end stuff. But they make pretty good, affordable stuff. Wouldn't you say, baby, Corbel?
No opinion.
Oh, my aunt likes Corbel branding. Oh, you are?
I'm very snotty with my champagne. Corbel's fine for some mimosas on a Saturday morning, but if I'm gonna drink champagne, it's not gonna be Corbel.
Okay, fair enough.
And this is what the previous job did to me. It educated me on what was good and what wasn't.
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying Corbel is top of the line champagne, but it's not the cheapest.
Corbel is the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, it's a reasonable, affordable champagne. Okay, never mind. You're just spoiled, and I'm part of doing that, so I'm not going to question it. Fair enough, baby?
Yeah.
All right, let's continue here. We were talking about paranormal shows. RMP, says Sandra Palacio. The Medium with Rosanna Arquette, says Scotty. Yep, there we go. Thank you for sharing that, Scotty. Yep, Scotty.
Oh, so that did confirm that was the right show.
That was the right show. I hadn't gotten to that part in the chat yet. At Holly, it was called the Dead Files. Okay, the Dead Files. Yes, they still have them on Travel Channel. Says Holly. Scotty says, I used to love watching The Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Yeah, me too. When I was younger, those were really, really good shows. Twilight Zone. Yeah, and Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Great stuff. Nothing like that. Nothing like that nowadays, huh, baby?
Nope.
Let's see here. Didn't the Italian Swiss colony also have the jug of wine, says Sandra Palacio? I'm not sure. Maybe someone can help out with that. Sandra says the Twilight Zone has some shows that still give me the creeps. That was one of the few creepy type of shows I actually enjoyed because it was old school and it was well made. It was well done. Yeah, and wasn't the Twilight Zone, I believe, if I remember correctly, was in black and white, right? Baby?
Oh, yeah, it
Baby,
was in black and white. I didn't know you were asking me that question. I'm so sorry.
yeah. So it was made in 1959, and that was well before color TV was invented. It was between 1959 and 1964. Yeah, it was in black and white. I mean, those old school shows were made so well back in those days because TV was so new. And people put a lot more thought into it than they do nowadays. Nowadays, all they have to do is get people to fight and instigate drama, and you got a show, right? How hard is that to create, huh? I think my baby's response time is either slow tonight or she's muted.
Oh, no, I just have you on mute.
You don't have to mute, baby, unless, you're
No,
having a
I
sneeze
do that
attack or
just to
something.
respect you so I don't make noise over here.
Oh, that's okay, baby. Then you can't react right away. And, I love our banter back and forth. We got to keep it natural. You can keep it unmuted most
Oh,
of the time.
yeah, we can
If
banter.
if you have to cough or something, then maybe you just, mute it then, but you don't have to keep your mic muted all the time. It's okay. Not a big deal. Let's see. What else do we have here? I got to go, but have a good night, everyone, says Holly. Holly, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you
Good
again.
night, Holly. Thank
Uh,
you so
thank
much.
thank you again for becoming a $2.99 channel member earlier today on the walking stream. My lady and I both greatly appreciate it. We'll be in touch with you behind the scenes at
Holly,
some
you're
point
amazing.
tomorrow. Absolutely, absolutely. We can do shows together anytime. Well, Scotty, yeah, my lady and I will talk with you through the Coach Eli moderator group chat behind the scenes tomorrow as well. And Scotty, yeah, I'm trying to remember what was your channel. What was your channel called? I forgot your old channel name. Scotty Knows It All or something. I can't remember what your channel name was. It was a great name. And honestly, Scotty, I was listening to your shows back then when you had that other guy on that you and I no longer associate with. And you tried to be reasonable with him many times. And there was just never anything reasonable not because he's not capable of being a reasonable guy. He just has to pretend to be unreasonable for his content. And that's why it's like you can't have an engaging conversation with someone that is behaving or acting that way out here. It's just, I like to connect with real people where we can have real conversations, right, baby?
Yes.
So yeah, let us know. If you want to do a show sometime or do something consistently, keep us also in the loop regarding what's going on with the other aspect that you shared with us. We're not going to get into it.
Nope.
But yeah, it's looking good, Scotty, and congratulations to you. I'm really glad that
Super proud
you've
of
been.
you, Scotty.
Well, the thing with Scotty is that she's been able to work through all this crazy stuff that I went through in the past out here on YouTube with the same people or similar people. And another thing, there's another guy that I really wish would, I don't know what he's been up to. I've got to reach out to him. John Tuttle, JT, really good guy that got caught up in some of the crossfire. And, this whole thing had, It wasn't Scotty's fault. It wasn't JT's fault. It was just the people they were associating with. They like to make content out of every little aspect of everyone's lives. So, the less you give them, the less they have, right? And if you give them nothing, then they have nothing. Then they have to keep talking about the same shit over and over again, and it gets boring, right? You know what I'm saying? By the way, there's a 1 minute delay, Scotty. I think you guys know that, by now. There's a 1 minute delay between what we say here and what goes out to you folks. So please forgive us if it takes a little longer to respond. Anything you want to add to that, baby, or should we keep going through the chat and end up
Oh no, let's keep
wrapping
going
this up
through the
soon?
chat. No, I completely agree.
We got 8 minutes left. 1 hour and 22 minutes, baby. We're gonna end right on time. Let's see here. Yes, I tried to be a voice of reason, but nobody ever listens to the fat kid. Well, the right people will, and the people that are not ready to and just are not doing the right things, they won't. They've got their own agenda, and that's okay. That's okay. Let's see here. Scotty says Scotty figures it out.
Oh, no.
That's what it was. Big round of applause. That was a great name. Absolutely. And you want to know something, Scotty? I'll share with you something behind the scenes, but I think that name needs to resurface in some capacity. I'll share my thoughts with you privately behind the scenes and the rest of the Coach Eli moderator crew that we have on that Facebook group page. And I think it's going to be a good idea. Let's see. Scotty says, I was tired of constantly being disrespected. Yeah, and it was a pretend disrespect. It's just the nature of the content being created by that group of people. They do enjoy destroying people. It is sad. Well, I mean, it's just their content, and if you give them nothing, then nothing to talk about, right? If you give no one nothing, they have nothing to talk about, then they can either make shit up or regurgitate the same stuff over and over again. Go ahead, baby.
No, but if you give them anything, they are going to try to make everything out of that. But the thing is that just be strong, believe in yourself, know what you are about, and don't let these fuckers take you down. Because that's all they want to do. They want to beat you down, but don't let them.
Yeah. And Scotty, if anyone's been through the ringer and back like 100 times out here, or even more than that over the last 5.5 years, well, no, baby, it's been more so me. You got it because of me.
Well, no, I haven't been on the ringer in YouTube, but in life.
Oh, in life, baby, you've been through the ringer, and for you to still be functioning at the level that you do, like, God bless you.
And being as positive as I am.
Yeah. And I'll say this, baby, like, it's interesting. Like, you're a true woman because you are not afraid to share your emotions and share exactly how you're feeling every moment that you're feeling it, whether you're on the air or off the air. And I've actually grown to learn this while being with you and having made this mistake in the past while we're on the air. I used to scrutinize you for that live on the air.
Mm-hmm.
And I apologized for it back then. I'll apologize for it again now because the truth of the matter is I should have been embracing how real you are no matter what. You're not going to sit here and put on a front in front of a live audience.
I don't care.
When you're actually feeling something else. You're true to yourself.
Who are these people to me? Who are these people to me? They're nobody. You are the main man in my life.
I understand.
You are my main person. So the rest of these people, to me, are just like television personalities.
Mm-hmm.
They're nobodies. My God, get over yourselves. You got a YouTube channel. Fucking yay for you.
Yeah. What was I going to say? What I was going to say was this was more so about me overreacting to you being raw and real and genuine on my past shows. I'm taking ownership, even as your man, the man you care about more than anyone. I get that, baby. I appreciate that. I should have just let you be. Because for me, sometimes I've tried to be a little more diplomatic while live on the air. And I've just realized that, and I'm not saying I wasn't trying to be myself. I just, really wanted to present myself as professionally as possible.
Uh-huh.
Didn't want to give people the wrong idea, right? But the bottom line is when you are a diplomat and you try to not show people your imperfections will show even greater. People know you're
Mhm.
bullshitting them to a certain extent, even though you're not trying to, and it's not the right way to do it. So I thank you for that. I really appreciate that about you, baby. And like earlier on the show, I could tell you were kind of like a little out of it or not feeling too good or something. But like now, like all of a sudden, like your energy is like through the roof. And
Well,
we're gonna wrap this. Go ahead.
yeah, it's not that I wasn't into it. It was just that I was not feeling doing the show right away. But then when we got into it, then
Yeah, I get what you're saying, baby. Joe Dirt's in the house. I guess Scotty knows him. I'm not sure who he is, but welcome to the show. Thank you for being here, Joe. Joe Dirt. That's a great name, huh, baby? Baby, I can't hear you. Are you there?
am I here?
There you are. What happened?
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Maybe it cut out for a temporary second, but yeah, that's an interesting name, Joe Dirt, don't you think?
Oh, well, that's the name of a movie, and David Spade played that character.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we're at 1 hour and 29 minutes. We need to start wrapping this up. While my lady shares her final thoughts, folks, please get your final questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. And we'll go through the chat one last time after my lady gives her final thoughts. Go ahead, baby. What are your final thoughts? Happy Halloween, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah, no, happy Halloween. And to everybody out there, I hope everybody is being safe, keeping their babies safe if they're out trick or treating. But yeah, no, it's a fun holiday. I love this one. Um, I I just, I just really love the ability to dress up and just be somebody else for a minute and then take your shower and then come back and be your own self. It's just really nice. So I love Halloween. Um, Nightmare Before Christmas is my daughter's favorite. So Jack, you know, and Sally
I used to be
are
a big movie buff too, Angie C, and my lady is a big movie buff. And I just, at this point, as I've gotten older, like the last 5.5 years, I've been really focused on my business and personal development and really helping people. And it's just, I mean, yeah, I found my lady's helped me balance myself a lot better. We've watched some movies together and some shows together. Um, but like my biggest goal right now, what makes me the happiest is seeing other people happy. And I truly just want the whole world to be happy. I want people to stop hurting themselves and hurting each other and hurting others because they're hurting. I went through all that,
Agreed.
and I
Agreed.
came through.
Agreed.
Agreed to what?
I agree to that all the way. I don't want
And
anybody to hurt themselves.
right,
I want everybody to have some self-love. I even though I don't have much, but I do self-love when it comes to like tonight dressing up for Halloween because that made me
right,
happy, or getting my nails done, or just whatever you got to do. Just give yourself some
right.
self-love.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Appreciate yourself.
yeah, yeah. And so that's my whole thing right there. I want people to just get along, and I just want the whole world to be a better place and people to stop fighting, and it's just consumed me. But
Well, yeah.
I think if you're going to be consumed with something, this is one of the best things that you can allow yourself to be consumed by, because it's for the better good of everyone, and that's the kind of person I am. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean that's just how I feel also. It's like you just have to everybody just has to let it go, you know? You just got to let it go and just move on with life. The hatred, the animosity, like anything is like not good for your
Yeah,
life because that doesn't help your own health. That's going
right,
to wind up killing you. If you can let that go, you're going to be a lot healthier.
right. Excellent, baby. Let me read the chat here. Then what I'll do is I'll let you get off the StreamYard, and then you can listen to my final thoughts by just turning up the TV once I get you off the StreamYard
Yeah.
here. And then once, the show is done, then I'll come in and get you. And then we'll go have our wonderful bath if you're up for that again.
Mhm.
Okay. Scotty
I
Unchained
just don't
2.0
want to
said,
take my fishnets off because they're so
okay, well,
sexy.
you could do whatever you want, baby. I'm not going to question a damn thing. Anyway, um, let's see. Scotty Unchained 2.0 says, moderator and channel member, thanks again for being a channel member, Scotty. And thanks again for your $20 super chat. Much appreciated. You can never thank
Scotty
people
is
enough
much
that
loved.
donate their hard-earned money. I got
Hard-earned
to get.
money, and we
I,
really appreciate it.
we do. We really do. I got to get some sleep. Just wanted to show you guys some love. Well, thank you, Scotty. Appreciate that. One more time, big round of applause for Scotty and for everyone else. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, everyone else. Just a few more chat messages here before we wrap things up. Let's see here. Hi, Scotty, says Angie C. Joe Dirt, it is my all-time favorite movie. People have lost their innocent, carefree nature. Yeah, that's true, Joe Dirt. People have become so angry these days. Well, you know, Joe, I don't know how long you've been following me for. Maybe you just found out about me through Scotty. Maybe you've been around for a while. But I think, people are angry at themselves, which is why they appear to be angry at the world. If you're happy within yourself, deep within, regardless of what you have or don't have, even I see poor people living under an overpass and they're happier than people that are rich, right?
Yep.
I think happiness stems deep within on how you feel about yourself, no matter, what situation or position you're in, right? And until people can learn to love themselves at the level I've learned to love myself, any hatred that you have within yourself or for yourself is going to come off as hatred towards others, because you're only
It's a
going
lot
to
about
treat people.
forgiveness. You have to
Yes, but you're
forgive
only
yourself.
true, baby, but you're only going to, you know, project onto people how you feel about yourself. The way you feel about yourself is what's going to project out to others and the universe. Yeah. Don't you agree, baby?
Yeah. And what I'm saying is like with this, like you have to let things go. You have to accept responsibility and work on those things. And I've never been a big person about this, but you know what? I've learned a lot from AA, and that's like literally that has helped me with not only my alcohol, but even just issues in my life
Right.
opening up,
It's
you
it's been
know?
personal development. It's been the best personal development you've ever had. I feel, baby,
Yes.
between being a part of my life and what I do here, and I'm not trying to take any credit for it. I'm just saying that was part of what helped turn your life around. But also going to AA
Yes.
and hearing other people's stories. It's been personal development. It's been great therapy. It's been like the best therapy you could ever have, besides the therapy you're getting
Absolutely.
from your amazing therapist you have. Yeah, go ahead.
No, no, yeah, that's just been and I've never been a supporter of AA. I thought it was like cult like, but now I've found groups that actually make me feel wanted. Um, it just it's more therapeutic than it was back like even 10 years ago when I went to AA. It's like a whole different situation.
And you know what makes the difference, baby? Not trying to cut you off. What makes the difference is the people running the group. The concept is fantastic. Anyone can create a great concept, but it's more about who's running those individual groups, that makes the difference, right? It's kind of like
Yeah.
what we've been talking about. I don't want to get into this. I'm just saying, for example, purpose. It's kind of like, Twitter was fine in my opinion, and now Elon Musk bought it, and it looks like he's dismantling it, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Or if it's broke,
Yeah.
then you got to fix it. But the actual concept
Ouch.
of,
Uh-huh.
let's say, AA, which is what you've been talking about, the actual concept of AA is a blessing.
It
I
is.
mean, look at how many people have turned their lives around because of the people that decided to create AA and turn it into a 501c3 nonprofit decades ago. God bless them, baby. God bless these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else you want to mention, baby? Because I'm going to need about 5 minutes to give my closing statement, and I'm going to have you just watch that on the TV because I will lose concentration, having the thought of your sexiness on
Uh-huh.
here. You know what I'm saying, baby? I don't even have to look at you to get those feelings, baby. It's all good.
Yeah, no, let's go over the chat really quick.
Well, I mean, Scotty says they have. Joe Dirt, you have a good night. Night, Scotty, you take care. Angie C says, good show. Enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Angie. And that's it, baby. We're done.
Alrighty.
You don't want to end it because it's ended up being a really, really fun show. It's been, not a whole lot of
Oh,
people
well,
here,
I'm
but
so like I love this. I love this just like I love Halloween. I just love
yeah.
everything about it. And so I just wanted to have a really good show. And I think we did, and I love the background. That worked out really well.
You liked it because the chat
Uh,
looks pretty cool on the black side, huh? Like, I'll turn myself
well,
off for a second, and you're going to see me about a minute later uh,
okay.
on the screen here. But go ahead, baby. Go ahead, continue, and then you'll see it in a
No,
second.
I just wanted to say I appreciate everybody who was here tonight that took time to like chat here and take time away from their own night. So, yeah, no, I just want to thank everybody for being here. Holly, you're amazing. Absolutely amazing. And everybody else is just so good.
Yeah. I'm watching the back end of YouTube. Now it should be blank. You should see it full, baby.
Yeah,
Do you see me off? Because when I
you're
watch on the
gone.
back, I have a preview screen on the back end of YouTube that I can watch without audio. And it shows exactly, now I'm back right now. Do you see me come back?
Yeah.
Even with the delay, it has that on the back. I really love the tools that YouTube has given us, like the behind the scenes studio. And I'm telling you, people that complain about YouTube with all the tools they give you, like, just STFU. And if you're unhappy about what they're doing, then just leave.
Shut the fuck up.
But this is the best platform. I love YouTube. I love being able to do what we do out here with the monetization tools and the live streaming quality and mobile streams and all of that, man. It's like, there's nothing to complain about. There's nothing like it. And there will probably be nothing ever like it again. But anything else you want to mention, baby, before I was going to say throw you backstage, but I'm going to say politely eject you.
Politely eject me. No.
Yeah.
No, I just want to thank everybody, Sandra, Joe, Holly, anybody else who's here tonight that I'm forgetting, because I know I'm
Yeah.
forgetting a lot of people. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight and supporting us. And yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Okay, baby, love you. Right when I put you backstage, go ahead and just raise the volume on the TV. And it's going to take a minute to catch up. You're going to hear probably what, you just said and I said. And then I'll be on for 5 minutes and then I'll come get you. All right, baby?
All right.
Say bye to everyone, baby.
Bye.
Bye. Love you, baby. Bye.
Love you.
All right. Love you too. All right. So that was my lady. We're at 1 hour and 44 minutes, a little bit past the 90-minute mark we wanted to stop by, but that's okay. I want to take just the last 5 minutes here, folks, and make a couple of statements. First of all, happy Halloween once again to each and every one of you. Hopefully you had a safe and sane one. Please always celebrate any type of special occasions, holidays, or events, responsibly. Please drink responsibly if you're going to drink. And if you drink, don't drive. Get a designated driver. And just be real careful and always be alert out there. Just because you aren't driving drunk doesn't mean someone else isn't. You've got to think ahead and assume other people's actions. So that's that. Happy Halloween. Earlier today on my walking stream, and if you get a chance, check out the walking stream if you're still up after this show, or you can check it out tomorrow morning and just listen to the audio. You don't have to watch it. I'm starting a program with my lady for the next 30 days starting tomorrow where, we are having a life-changing positivity challenge. And basically, we want to get as many people to take that pledge starting tomorrow. And if you don't find out about this program, until a few days from now or a week or two down the road, you can join it at any time, no problem. But if you join it from day one and you're here every day, that's going to work better for you. And what we really want to do is bring more positivity, not just to YouTube, but to, your real lives as well. Because, if you can change your attitude and just learn how to ignore things and not feed into stupid things and not let people get to you, if you learn how to handle that out here on YouTube through our live streams in real life, it's going to help you as well. So we're looking to get as many people as possible starting tomorrow, which is going to be, Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. And this is going to run for 30 days until November. Hold on a second. November 30th. Wednesday, November 30th, 2022 will be the final day. And basically, we want our live stream chats here to be completely positive. We want no negativity discussed in the chat. We also, we're okay if, let's say, you're dealing with something and, you are turning around a negative situation. Nothing wrong with talking about a negative situation that you're in progress of turning around, as long as you're not trying to poke or attack these other people or, whatever it is you're trying to turn around. As long as you approach it in a positive way, no problem. At the end of the 30 days, my lady and I are going to see who was around the most, who was the most active, and who actually was the most positive. And at the end of the 30 days, we're going to actually select one person, and they're going to be the MPP, most positive person. Kind of like MVP, most valuable player, we're going to have the MPP, most positive person. And this is something that, we'll see how it goes. If it goes well, we will do it at the beginning of every November, because this is a great way to lead into the new year. And November is a perfect month because once we get into December, people are going to be more and more busy doing some last minute Christmas shopping and holiday events and, Thanksgiving and all that stuff. I know we're going to run into Thanksgiving, during this month, but this is the perfect month to do it and to lead into the new year with a positive note. In addition, the person that's named the MPP, most positive person, will also get a special prize or incentive from my lady and I. Now, we're not going to tell you what that is until, the contest is over, because we don't want people doing this just for the incentive. We want people doing this because they want to do it. So the MPP chosen by my lady and I, we're going to make that decision after the 30th of November, and sometime during the first week of December, this December 2022, we will make that announcement, and we will also share with you what the person that has become the MPP, most positive person, will also get in addition to that little fancy title. So that is that. One final thing. Joe Dirt says, I'll catch your next show, Eli. You and your lady have a good night. Night, everybody. Thank you, Joe Dirt, for being here. Really appreciate that. Sandra Palacio says, I like the background too. See you tomorrow night, y'all. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a show tomorrow night. I'm not going to have probably time to do a walk. I've got to drive my lady back home tomorrow. It's supposed to be raining, so I've got to find the right time to drive her where, the least amount of rain is coming down, or it's not raining. I don't really like driving a distance in the rain, but it is what it is. So tomorrow, more than likely, you're going to get one show, and it's going to be the first show, day one of, the positivity thing. And my lady's probably going to be at darts. So that is that. But folks, look, here's the thing. I really would love to spread this message further to more and more people. I know that there are a lot of good people out here on YouTube and social media that would really enjoy our positive content, right? And my lady and I would really appreciate it if each and every one of you that comes across this stream that truly supports us, please share this with other people in your family, other people in your communities on social media. Share this with as many people as possible. We really want to reach as many people as possible that appreciate this type of content. And because we really enjoy helping people. And, we really want to turn this into something that's going to make some noise to the point of where maybe we can cut out a lot of the stupid drama stuff that's been happening that many of us are just, tired of. Let's just put it that way. So with that being said, time to get on out of here. My lady's waiting patiently for me. Love you, baby. Love you all. You're all amazing. Again, thank you, Scotty, for the $20 super chat. You're awesome. It's been a really, really decent revenue month with the super chats and the memberships and super stickers and all that. I have not received one super thanks yet. It'd be really nice if somebody sent the super thanks just to see how it shows up. I think I've sent one super thanks in the past, but I've never actually gotten a super thanks. So I'm looking to see if anyone's paying attention and if they want to try out the super thanks on the replay. Now, sometimes YouTube doesn't process the replay for 12 hours, so you may have to come back tomorrow for it to show up, or just go to another video on this channel, another live stream replay that's already been processed, or any pre-recorded video, and you could try it out there. But anyway, with that being said, folks, thank you for being here. Have yourselves a great night. Happy Halloween once again. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.